My name is Jesse Rykor. I'm a programmer at donationcoder.com and part of the team that makes the YouTube channel Co-op for Two. And we're continuing a series here behind the scenes of the channel, talking about the software and hardware used to edit videos for the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about another custom extension I've written called SoundFxAdder. Most of the videos I've done and the extensions that I've written have been focused on editing board game videos, and this one is no exception. You can see here I've loaded up a little video rules overview of a game, and I've added some graphics here that don't match this video, but just to aid our discussion here. Okay, so here I have a video and that has got some graphic overlays occasionally, and this is something that we do quite a bit in our videos. Like if we mention a board game, we'll pop up a little, you can see a little animates in, showing a little graphic and some details about the board game. And I've just added some artificially to this video. I've added a couple, then here's a little pop-up information, and then later on another board game comes in. And then here we have a little animated rectangle highlighting an area. Okay. So when I do these, when I add these overlays, I like to have a little sound effect that comes in. Sometimes we have these quite frequently on a video, and if people are not really paying attention to the video or just listening to it, it gives them a little audible signal that there's something in the video, some graphic to pay attention to. Okay, so that's what this extension SoundFxAdder does. So if you've followed the README and installed it, and you'll find links to this extension. It's open source, but donations are welcome. Let's go up and bring it in. Here are the options. Now, a lot of these options are going to be shared within 3 different extensions I've written, and they all use some shared underlying code to scan the sequence for information. So I'm going to sort of go quickly over some of this, and I'll go into some of these options in more detail when I talk about these other extensions. But here's basically what's happening here. I've got a sound effect here, which is in my project already. It's just a little bloop. You'll hear it in a second. I specify what track I want to add this sound effects to. Here I've said audio track 2, which is visible now here. Maybe I'll go up so you can see it a little better. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to scan this sequence, which is this video, this 5-minute video, 3-minute video, and it's going to look for places where it thinks we might want a little bloop sound effect. And the options here tell it what kinds of things to look for that we might want to add a sound effects to. We've got some options for displaying it, whether we want compact or non-compact form. You'll see, I'll show you that in a second. Whether to recurse into subsequences. For us, we don't care about that for now. Duration, we'll just leave all this as it is. Okay, so here are the kinds of things we've told it, we're going to tell it to look for. In my case, for these sound effects, the only thing I really care about are these 2 things. So I can uncheck markers here, and then there's some MOGRT are these graphic overlays, which are these things you see here. They're Adobe After Effects little templates or sequences. So that's mainly what I want to look for when I want to find candidates to add sound effect to. But sometimes you'll have a custom text overlay that you add from Adobe Premiere, so I'd like to find both of these cases. I don't care about special effects and markers. And then, so occasionally you'll use certain things, like I use certain of these MOGRT effects for the intro and the closing credits and stuff, so I can tell it to ignore those things. And then actually both of these are useful for showing when I've got audio already in this audio track 2 that might be interfering. So I'm going to click list candidates now. Okay, so here it's found 4 qualifying clips, meaning they're meeting this category, they're MOGRTs or text, that it thinks we might want to add sound effects to. It's shown where they are in the sequence. It's told me what they are. Here, these are the MOGRT titles. So it's found a lower image thing. It's actually extracted the text to help us identify what they are. So here they are. So if I click this, it'll jump to it. So this is where we showed the Marvel Detective board game. You can see that's here. I mean, not Marvel, but Detective. If I click this one, this is the bullet table that had some information, right? If I clicked here, select midpoints, this actually makes it a little easier to see. I'm going to click it again here. Okay, so now when I click on it, it'll be halfway in, so you can already see it on screen. So here's the bullet table. Here's the Wonder Woman game insert, and here's the glowing rectangle insert. So this makes it very easy to jump to these and check them out. And then I could add that sound effect to specific ones by clicking here, or I could add it to all of them. So I'm going to click add it to all of them right now. Okay, so what it's done is it's jumped to each of these and added an audio clip, a little bloop, to each of these on track 2, which if we zoom in here, I'm going to go over here and zoom in, you'll be able to see. There it is. There's the bloop that got added to this one. So if we go back now, let's turn off this. Let's rescan just to show you. Okay, so now you can see here are the 4 qualifying clips again, except now it's detected that there is actually an audio clip present on each of these. And if we go to them, we can see it. And if we play it, we can actually hear it. Let's go a little bit before it so you can hear it. Did you hear that? Let's go to this one.
Includes several additional modes of play, including board, figure, and
it's a little hard to hear some of these when there's talking.
Something bad happens.
This one was silent. It's easier to hear. Okay, so there you have it. That's basically what this tool is for. And we could go to this and we could go delete this. For example, if we delete this audio clip, let's go over here. We'll delete this one. Now let's rescan. You can see it's found these 2 locations don't have audio clips, these do. It'll actually also do something else. I'll just show you. If I click to this one and I click this and I misalign it, for example, maybe that won't happen, but what might happen here is you might go here while you're editing and you might move this a little bit. You want this a little bit forward. Okay, so now let's rescan and see what it tells us. So here it says it's found a case where there's a misaligned audio clip. Notice it won't even let me add it because it's being interfered with. Like if it tried to add it, it would misalign. So we could actually mess with it a bit. But okay, so there you have it. It's for adding little bloops. You could obviously customize the sound. It also will help you figure out when you've got a misaligned little bloop. Now everything should be happy, and we could add it to this one. And then if we rescan, you'll see it's found here. We could manually add it to this one, rescan, there they are. Okay, so there you have it. Very simple, very focused little extension, but useful for the kinds of things we do and may be useful for you.